Everybody, this is Butt Sanchez, the only YouTuber that made you realize never had a better time on YouTube until now. Last episode, we got Ashley back, only to have her get taken back. So, now we have to go find her again. But that's okay, we don't have to have Ashley with us for a little bit. This next room's kind of unusual, that you'll see. There's like a note here. Our plan with the Las Plagas, for the most part. Because of the agent we lost, Chief Mendez and Ramon Salazar. Nevertheless, everything will proceed according to plan. I must admit, however, the loss of my loyal men is a bit disheartening, but I will deal with it. Replacing that loss will not come easy. I must choose wisely, for the Plaga reflects the conscience of their hosts. If chosen poorly, they could betray me. I need men who will swear their allegiance to me. I've learned my lesson when Sarah betrayed me. I will not make that same mistake again. In this important hour, I cannot and will not have anyone stand in my way. If memory serves me right, there's a thing up here. Maybe it's not in this room. There's something you can pick at. Maybe it's in a different room. I think it's a room, but there's like a chair you can sit in or something. Sadler's chair. This part's kind of... all this is a cutscene. Excuse me.
What's the news on our friend, Leon?
He's not making it easy. The sample?
Sadler's got it. It seems he sniffed out our little game.
Perfect.
Just so we understand each other clearly, I don't trust you, nor does Wesker. If you try to do anything clever, I will kill you.
Is that so? You know, I met Wesker long before you.
We'll see soon enough if you did.
Yeah, we'll see.
Alright, let's go down in this, like, laser room over here. Oh, maybe it's not this room. It might be the room right after I see the... right after I sit in Sadler's chair, I will be in this laser room. You'll see what I'm saying. I'm thinking I'm hearing lasers, but it's actually just like a guy with a stun baton right in the door right over here. I just want to double check that... I guess it's over there. I keep thinking that the treasure is, like, right here, but it's not. Keep thinking it's right over there. Whoa. Probably could have used my knife there. Someone hit me. Ow. Douche. I felt that in real life. The fuck hit me there? Guy chucking axes at me? Say hello to my fists. Like, now's the time to use my healing thing to give me a little bit more extra oomph. Because I'm getting my ass handed to me by these monsters. This room has changed a little bit in the remake as well. It made it a lot more challenging, because I think you have to have Ashley with you, if I remember correctly, and Ashley just is prone to getting killed in this room. There's so many, like, ways for her to get trapped and killed. I just remember this room sucking, especially in professional mode. I was watching a guy play the remake of the game, just showing how easy it is to beat the game in professional mode if you follow this certain tactics, getting the Chicago, not typer, but sweeper in that game. You can quite easily beat the game in professional mode in 3 hours. Like I said, that game, it's very, very good remake, very good, excellent game, but they just made, like exploring in that game kind of pointless because you can just go through it, like, as fast as you can, and you don't really get penalized. In fact, it behooves you to just go through it as fast as you can instead of, like, slowly going around and, like, looking for treasure. And I don't really like playing that way, but you're kind of forced to do that, in my opinion. I like to do it like this, where you just go around looking for everything. Remember, serves me right, a bunch of guys coming over to the right over here. Oh, I take an elevator. Okay, so I go up, and then a bunch of guys will ambush me. Actually, wait a minute. I think this is the part where... yeah, this is a lot of cutscenes here. You can cheese the cutscenes by just spamming L and R and A and B. And you won't have to deal with missing any of the cutscenes. There's 8 cutscenes, not cutscenes, quick time events you have to succeed here. I won't spoil why. I will not be spamming LR, A, and B. I'll do it in the appropriate time. I like how that's what he gets to defend himself.
Been a long time, comrade.
Krauser.
I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You got on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
Okay, I pressed the bumpers. It's supposed to be the triggers, so... Whoopsie. I guess this also demonstrates a point. If you do miss one of those quick time events, you have to redo the whole thing. There's 8 you have to do to succeed. You can't skip this either.
Been a long time, comrade.
Krauser.
I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you?
You're the one who kidnapped Ashley.
You got on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from.
What do you want?
The sample Sadler developed, that's all.
Leave Ashley out of this!
Oh, I needed her to buy Sadler's trust in me. Like you, I'm American.
You got her involved just for that?
All for Umbrella's sake.
Umbrella?
Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade!
Ada!
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
You may be able to prolong your life, but it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
You knew each other?
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
Maybe some other time.
Enjoy the reunion with your old friend?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Wonderful. I wouldn't want my special guests on the island feeling unattended.
Guess I'm supposed to thank you, right?
Ah, I have an idea. Since you're here, why don't I introduce you to it? It should keep you busy.
Can't remember the name, huh? A senior moment, perhaps.
Oh. Enjoy the fun.
Okay, so that's probably my favorite line in the game. I have an idea. How about I introduce you to it? It should keep you busy. But yeah, like the back and forth between like the villains and Leon in this game is for some reason absent for the most part in the remake. I've said this before, but it's need to say it again. It just really takes away that dynamic, and I think that was a terrible mistake. Also, the knife fight between Leon and Krauser, since they got rid of the QuickTime events for the most part in the remake, I thought the knife fight was kind of stupid. Like, the choreography before the knife fight was really dumb looking. And then The knife fight itself, you're actually like moving around like only using your knife to fight him, and it's okay, but I think the original game did it so much better. That dialogue with Krauser and Leon getting like their backstory is interesting. They probably say it a little bit in the remake, but it's not as prominent. These are one-hit kills, by the way, if you miss. Seems realistic. Leon's got moves. Okay, here we go. This is the room I was talking about. I guess it's before this room. All that for an emerald. There's no time for resting. Wonder why they put that in there besides just to make it so it's a little more obvious to find that. To find the elegant headdress. Why they do it, I have no idea. About to say, was that the end of the chapter? I guess not. Shuffling. I think there's a treasure somewhere over here. But the fight with it coming up here momentarily was completely scrapped in the remake, which I think is a terrible decision, because that was a really fun fight. You'll see why in a minute. I won't really spoil too much about it, because it'll be coming up shortly, right after I talk to the merchant.
Welcome.
It's like there's a note or something to my left there.
Got some rare.
I think it's like one of Luis's or Sarah's notes explaining like how the purpose of the
Thank you. What are you buying?
the Plagas and all that good stuff. I don't even have enough to upgrade that, so I'll just upgrade my whatever this is, 60,000 for that. They put it to 100 shots, which is kind of fun. Always behooves you to get more ammo. So Luis's memo, number 4. For my findings of the Plagas here, the Plagas have 3 distinct characteristics. 1. As mentioned previously, the Plagas have the ability to manipulate the behavior patterns of their hosts. 2. The Plagas are social organisms. By this, I mean that instead of living individually, they live in perfect social harmony. It is believed that they have a collective intelligence. This type of behavior can be seen among insects such as bees and ants. However, this kind of social behavior is rarely seen among parasitic organisms. Perhaps it is learned behavior by the Plagas. I'm finding out if this has any relationship with their first characteristic. 3. The Plagas have exceptionally adaptation skills. They are able to live off many kinds of organisms by creating a symbiotic environment quickly. This ability, when combined with their social behaviors, allows them to interact intelligently between hosts, regardless of the host organism. I am ashamed to admit that my pure fascination with the Plagas, in hindsight, has blinded me to the true research objectives of the Los Illuminados. Even with this knowledge that Sadler is going to abuse the results of the experiments, I could not pull myself away from the research. As a result, I am just as responsible for this whole mess as he is. I see now that I was wrong, but can I stop their evil plans? I guess we'll find out. Let's go save, shall we? Just gonna go over here. It doesn't really matter too much if I overwrite some nonsense here. I don't have any handgun ammo, unfortunately. I only have 14 bullets in my name. I'll need this handgun to unlock doors and switches and stuff like that. You can actually cheese this part coming up here by using grenades, but I don't really like doing that. I'm not playing the game speedrun sake. So this room here is where you fight it. It shall keep you busy. I really hate how they got rid of this fight. I don't know what they were thinking. It's a really fun fight. Just everything about it is fun.
Ashley. What is that?
you have to kind of do is just run around here, find the 2 buttons on each of the platforms, dodge the guy as best you can. He's really not that hard to dodge. I got hit that one spot, but occasionally he kind of corners you. He usually goes up in the ceiling. You just have to do quick time events to dodge him. Glad he takes like that. He had a quick time event, but I think I just sidestepped it naturally. Shoot the green things in order to open the shutters, excuse me. You have 30 seconds. If you run out of time, because he'll just slow you down, you do just die instantly. You fall down into the chasm or whatever below. So that's 1 down. Now I got 2 more to do. That guy was on there, if you recall, but he'll find a way back up here. He always does. There we go. That actually... I don't know if that was the way you're supposed to do that one. I think you're actually supposed to come over here and shoot the thing, and then you kind of be over there and be able to get it. Just sneak around this guy over here. Sometimes they get kind of creative with the... Yeah, like that one up there, if you look over there, you kind of have to shoot the thing way up here, if I can aim it correctly. Fortunately, I got kind of hit there a little bit, but that's okay. I think I'm going the wrong way anyway. Oh, no, maybe not. I don't know why I'm grabbing the TMP ammo. I don't really need this. I'm going to take a safety... I'm actually going to combine this here and just give that to myself to give myself a little more life. I don't really trust myself. Oh, crap. Going the wrong way. I may actually die here. I've never actually fallen down on this office thing here. You have 30 seconds is quite a lot of time. Of course, when you're doing the quick time events, the countdown still operates, which is kind of annoying. Kind of look around while you can. When you start a room like this, like the guy will not be there, so you have a moment to just kind of reload your guns and do whatever you need to do. Take a breath, take a break. Now he's back. Comes from above, even though he fell down below. That's his weak point, by the way. We'll kind of deal with that in a minute. This one's kind of a fun one. You have to kind of go into here, go to the right. See if I can find the thing. Might be able to get that with a grenade, but I'm not going to really bother with that. There's no point in doing that. Like I said, just a really fun fight. And they got rid of it in the remake for some reason, because it was just apparently too much fun. Ouch. Move, you big stupid oaf. I'm glad I did that. I think just 2 more yellow herbs will give me max health, so maybe I found almost all of them. The game's still not over. We still have a little bit. I think there's a quick time event to, like jump on the crane. I like how at least the timer stops here. In case, like, you're being really slow. Come back here and this happens. Very fun fight. You get a bunch of ammo over here. Nice of the game to do that. Pull out my Magnum. Actually, I'm going to pull out my handgun here so I can shoot like the barrels or whatever it is to kind of stun this guy. But if you shoot the claw part with your Magnum, it only takes a couple of shots and you should die pretty quickly. Despite the Magnum not being max at the moment. Let's see if I can find some barrels here. Here's one. Come on over. Fortunately, I kind of stunned myself when I did that, so I don't know how well that was. Is he dead? It only took... almost. Oh. Almost had him. It's kind of... Seems like he's getting more agile, it seems like. And now he kind of digs around for a little bit. Oop. Not a big deal. For a second I thought I could dodge that, but Whatever. Getting the business handed to me here. Man, I am just sucking ass with my gun right now. I keep fucking missing. There we go. Come on out. It kind of looks like a praying mantis. I don't really recall taking this many shots with my Magnum to kill him, but maybe I'm missing a lot. I have no idea. That was kind of close. I almost missed that quick time. There's another one. I almost missed both of them. Oh, this sucks. And all then, it took one grenade to kill him. I kept missing my fucking Magnum. Well, not a big deal. All that for some money. And a red herb, eh? Always fun. I think this is the way out of here, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's it. Well, I don't have any ammo to my Magnum, but that's okay, I guess. I don't have a lot of ammo for, like, any of my guns. So my rifle ammo, some shotgun, I'm gonna sell that, so it's not really that big of a deal. Gonna rearrange this stuff before I forget, just to keep it all kind of nice and tidy. I don't know where I get all those first aid sprays, but I don't have to really worry about getting hurt, I guess. Alright. So I'm guessing they probably scrapped that fight just because it's kind of unnecessary. It just kind of more just pads the game out. But I still think it's a fun fight. Talk about the remake, of course. And a hand grenade. Excellent. Anything else in this room I should worry about? Doesn't appear so. I think the next part... Oh, that's the... I think the Krauser fight over there, so that's going to be a lot of fun. They have the Krauser fight in the remake as well. I think the remake one is a lot harder. I didn't realize you can use your knife to block a lot of the attacks. Like, once you understand the pattern, it's really not that bad. I should kill, like, almost all the monsters there, so... Except for this guy. Except for that guy. But yeah, I didn't realize you could use your knife to block a lot of Krauser's attacks. Would have made, like, the last part, like, actually, like, manageable. I couldn't figure it out how to dodge his attacks. Like, I was able to, like, memorize all his patterns and what to dodge, what to do, and all that stuff. But then when I got to the last part, I didn't know how to figure it out. So I actually had to, this in professional mode, I resorted to buying a fucking rocket launcher and I had to shoot it at him in order to win. Because I didn't realize how you can get the Chicago Sweeper. But I think in order to get the Chicago Sweeper, you have to beat the game on professional mode. And then you can get it in the next playthrough, which is kind of a strange choice. Right over here is where this last, the Bluestone of Treason. Now I should be able to combine this stuff, so let's kind of just examine this. I think they all say the same thing. Oh, you combine it with something else. Let's take a look at it. Just look at the three things in the links. Got a pretty looking stones there, I guess. Alright, let's go sell it now that we got everything. After I find some things. Can't have too many... Some money there. I might upgrade my capacity in my Magnum just so I have a little bit more bullets. Before I do that, just go read this memo or whatever this is over here. Krauser's note. Turns out that the old man Sadler wasn't buying me from the start. Even though I succeeded in kidnapping Ashley, I sort of sensed this when Sadler didn't completely let me in the loop. Under the circumstances, I had no other alternative but to call for her assistance. Perhaps she knew this was the way it was going to turn out all along. My guess is that her ultimate goal might be different from Wesker's and mine. This is just the perfect opportunity to find out. And after I get rid of Leon and retrieve the sample, I'll put her in a body bag along with Leon and send them back to Wesker.
Welcome. Got some rare. What are you selling?
Is that...
Over crappy TMP ammo, which the Krauser likes to use the TMP a lot.
Ah. Thank you. What are you buying?
I don't think I really have to worry about getting a rocket launcher. If I really need to on this fight, I can, but I'm not going to really worry about it too much. Like I said, it's only 30,000. I already have enough for first aid spray, apparently. Yeah, I might as well get the exclusive. So now I have 100 bullets in my name for that. I'm going to hold off on that in case I really need to use the rocket launcher, but I don't think I will need to do that. I keep saying, like, oh, I might have to use a rocket launcher here or there, and then, like, I turn out, like, perfectly fine fighting a boss there, so it's really not that big of a deal. Now, the question is, do I go down? I think I go down, actually. I was thinking maybe I go up or something, but I guess I'll just go up here. Go back up the tent. Here we go. So I would say the Krauser fights in both games are quite about the same in fun and whatever else. In professional mode, they're not fun, though. I'll say that. They're really fucking hard. But they did a great job doing this fight in both games. They're both hard and challenging and fun.
So, you two are all hooked up now, is that it?
Where's Ashley?
Do you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it.
What are you gonna do, Krauser?
There's one in the north, and the other in the east.
And let me guess. You got the last one.
It pretty much means you're on a tight leash.
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
Krauser kind of comes over and fights you occasionally. Oh, I got Magnum ammo, which is always good. Krauser should kind of appear out of nowhere here. I'm gonna go up the ladder. When you're doing these quick time events or like things like that, he doesn't really do much. He always like 2 backflips. In my opinion, the knife is probably the best weapon you can use on him for the most part. Once you hit him like 2 or 3 times, then he throws a flash grenade and then kind of unlocks the next part of the fight. I will probably do something like this. I like the music here too. It's very somber. What am I doing? I could probably just equip this, even though I probably don't really have to worry about it too much. I can't remember if you die, you have to like... The game will actually like put you back to either the very beginning of the fight or certain sections. I think it's certain sections. That way we don't have to redo the whole fight, because that's not fun. Oh, where'd he come from? That's why I don't like using the gun here. Instead, if you don't just spam the knife like swing, but wait till he gets like right up to you, you should be able to kind of stab him before he's able to stab you, and then you should be able to kind of defend yourself. If you use your gun, he just dodges out of it way too quickly. Let's go read this, shall we? It won't open. Pieces are missing. We'll go worry about that in a minute after I pick up some handgun ammo, I guess. This is actually the wrong way now I think about it. Gotta kind of go over here. But I've always found the knife to be the better way to fight Krauser. So it comes over here. You gotta do some quick time events here, but it's not too bad. You always hurt him in the process.
That's what I...
See what I mean? The game kind of wants you to use your knife. No, this is just ridiculous. Is Leon really that stupid that he can't fucking operate this lever? I mean, the thing's like, I guess, kind of stuck by the metal gate there, but it looks like he'd easily put his hand in there and just operate it, but nope. You gotta go do something else. Because of course you do. Make more sense if like a metal shutter or something was there where Leon had no way of getting through it. Kinda love the music here. Whoa! Did not expect that at all. Yeah, he just kind of appears out of nowhere, doesn't he?
That's
Damn it. Alright. I think there's a green herb over here. There is a green herb over there. Can't have too many of those. There's one down. I had to do like a little puzzle here before... Never mind.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella?
to bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
A psycho like you can't bring order or balance.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
We're going to kind of jump down here, throw some grenades. Maybe you have to kind of go over here and do this. There we go. If you spam L, the triggers, or A and B or whatever, you should be able to kind of dodge them really quick like that. If you're having trouble with this guy. Maybe that's why they got rid of some of the quick time events, I would say. I got rid of his hat there. That's kind of fun. He's gonna start.
Don't just stand there. Come out and fight like a man.
I'm not falling for that one.
Just trying to have fun.
There we go. It's kind of unusual, this puzzle. I mean, it's an easy puzzle, but it's just kind of like, it just appears. It's just kind of funny. Now, where's the thing that I have to push it? Let's double check it. It's just right over here, so they kind of have to push it out of the way a little bit. All right. Put this over there for now. Now we can get out of this godforsaken arena. I think Krauser deploys some drones over here, if I remember correctly. Like down here. Yeah. All they do is just give you ammo, apparently. A lot of Magnum ammo, apparently. Magnum and handgun ammo. I don't really know how I was supposed to get out of that, to be honest. It was kind of like, just got up in my biz. Or whatever. Not really much I could do about that. I never got hurt by those things before, but not a big deal. One shot and they're dead. Just annoying explosives. Remember, it says right there's some trip wires around here too. So I just gotta be careful. Take it a little bit slower. Always nice to have a handgun to just pick off monsters like this. Okay.
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
My past, I suppose.
Umbrella.
Dang it. Probably turn around a little bit faster. Now you can choose to respond there. You can also choose not to respond, which is kind of interesting. Oh, excellent. So I can actually, I think I did not consume my red thing over here, so I'll just do that. I'm just gonna eat an herb there while we're at it. Get the second of the 3 insignia pieces. Now the fight with Krauser, I've always found using your knife is best. Like I've said throughout this whole video so far. But you'll see why. We'll find this insignia piece. You also, when Krauser charges at you, you can't... I never really found a way to hit him, because he has like this big like growth coming out of his arm that's basically like a giant shield. So I'll just use the knife. Get him kind of staged around on the edge over here, and you can't really do much.
Two down, one more to go, Krauser.
We'll see about that. Witness the power!
You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
You can just die there if you miss that, by the way. So you just come over here when he attacks, he may do a side or kick sweep or whatever right there, but what was that? I got hit and then the fucking thing went away. Oh, whatever. Just dodge his attack, get your knife out. Like, kind of charges at me again. Always does 2 backflips there. God dang it. Get my cheeks clapped here. Oh, I had full life, it looks like. Damn it. Yeah, there, he's already dead. See? Use your knife and he's like, quick work there. If he uses any guns, he seems to just block them or just eat up the bullets. Not too bad. If he died during that phase right there, you just have to redo it right from there, so it's not that bad if you die, but again, if you die, it sucks. And if you don't have any ammo or whatever, you're just kind of screwed. But anyway, that's the Krauser fight. Just use your knife, and it shouldn't be that bad. That should be a shortcut right over here, right back to where we need to go. Now, if you wait the 3 minutes, I think Leon just dies and the game ends, basically. You get a game over. And this should be the end of the chapter coming up right over here. All that for this door. This next chapter is kind of absurd, but we'll find out in the next video. Thank you for watching.